Today is July the 13th, 2025, and that is 40 years, amazing, 40 years of Live Aid. So here's my Live Aid story. It's not a long one, but the more I think about it, well, I should think about it more. Let's say that. So back in 1985, England was enjoying an amazing summer, and I was in my final year of junior school. I was 10. I was born at the end of the academic year, so I was 10, pushing 11, getting ready to go to senior school. Anyhow, my friends and I, we were treated to a trip to London by our teachers. And I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 nights, but it was a great trip. And the trip included a tour of Wembley Stadium. So, you go around the stadium, and I'm 10 and I can remember it quite vividly. And we're in the dressing room. And it's only at that point, it's only 20 years since England won the World Cup, which is a bizarre thing. Time is a bizarre thing. Anyway, we're in the dressing room, and the tour guy said, right, you're now going to run through the tunnel towards the pitch. So we do that. A 10-year-old version of me runs through the tunnel towards the pitch and run out into this like blazing sunlight. And there's no pitch, but it looks like a building site. And at one end there's a huge scaffold thing. And I remember asking the steward because we were kind of, don't go onto this area because it's a building site, it's a working site, etc. And the steward said, "Oh, there's a concert here next weekend." Well, great, great, wow, whatever that is. Anyway, 1 week later, I'm sat playing in the garden, and my dad comes to find me, and he says, "Come and watch this. Come and watch this amazing band." Saturday early evening, and it was Queen, and the event was Live Aid, and of course it was at Wembley Stadium, and all these like little things are starting to drop because I'd been listening to Queen like Flash Gordon 5 years earlier, Bicycle Race, and I just remember watching it, and I couldn't quite compute what was going on. But I was mesmerised by the drummer, Roger Taylor, and the size of the kit, and then the view. Like he'd got this kind of, must have had this like panoramic view of his friends and colleagues, and then of course all this adulation, all this like love coming back as people watched them perform their music, And I thought to myself right then and there, I want to do that. I want to be a drummer. That's it. Like, and I don't know if you know or not, but like my dad and granddad were drummers. My grandmother's brother was a drummer. There's lots of music and acting in my family, but at 10 I hadn't pulled it all together, and until that time I didn't have any concept that people gathered together on that kind of quantity to enjoy music. Anyway, that was me, and I knew I had to try to play the drums. And I signed up for drum lessons as soon as I got to school. with the guy who was in the school band. And I'll tell you that story another time. But yeah, today is Live Aid Day. I hope you enjoy it. Listen to the music if you can, if you want to. Enjoy the sun, and that's my Live Aid story.